Patriots be?
They should be very concerned. And Skip, I've played with banged up shoulders. Once partially separated both of my shoulders. But let me just take it from a perspective of having one shoulder injured, and it's the non-throwing shoulder of Tom Brady's. What you do when you're injured and it's an upper extremity, you try to do everything you can not to land, not to land on that body part. But in the process of doing that, Tom Brady is a right-handed quarterback. So if he tries not to land on the injured shoulder, he's going to probably do more damage by landing on his throwing shoulder.
Yep.
So what do? They're not able to protect him like they did last year. He's gotten sacked more in 5 games than he did in 12 games last year. He's been hit the 4th most in the NFL as far as quarterbacks. Last year, he was 26th. So you see, and when you're 25, 30, you're fine. But accumulation, you start getting 38, you start getting 40. Skip, 40-year-old bodies was not made to withstand this type of punishment. This is why we don't see guys normally play well into their 40s, because the body just can't recover. You only have so many hits in it. Tom Brady's had his fair share. Teams they're gonna start dialing up the pressure. For me, Skip, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be willing to give up a big play to put Tom Brady on the ground. I want Tom Brady to pick himself up as many times as he possibly can. I want Tom Brady to climb out from under a body as many times as possible.
But no bounties, right?
No, hey, he got a hurt left shoulder. Tom Brady has a hurt left shoulder. Let's see how many times we can put him on it today.
But you're not going to offer bonuses for hits on the left shoulder?
I mean, you can, if you want to be MVP, you want to park closer to the building. I mean, there are a couple of things that I can do to incentivize it. No bounties, but you will be allowed to park up close.
I am with you on to the extent this is discussed before games.
Yeah.
I want hits on that shoulder. I want him knocked down. I want to go after him more than we have in the past.
Yes.
Because when we talked before the year about Brady saying, I want to play to whatever it was, 40,
45,
I think
46.
maybe that's what Kraft said that
Yeah.
he said, that he
He
was
said
like
7,
45.
yeah.
And I told you, in Brady, I trust. If he says 45, I'll book 45. But I did not see this coming, where he was only sacked 15 times last year. You can do that. You can play on 42, 43. That's good. You're good to go.
Sack and a half, that's about, what, sack, a little under sack and a half a game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
He's already been hit 32 times in 5 games. And but when it's scored as a hit, it means you got hit.
Right.
Not just a brush off.
Right.
You got tagged 32 times in 5 games. And I look at what's breaking down. The offensive line's starting to look like 2015 when they wound up in Denver. Remember when they blew the Jets game at the end of the year, and then they went to Miami and just got rocked. Remember that? It was just a wipeout, and Brady got rocked in that game. And they kind of muddled through and get to the AFC Championship game, and it was close, and he's throwing into the end zone to win the game. But did he not take a battering in that game?
He did.
Woo, from Von Miller and company. And they went back and got Dante Scarnecchia, their old line coach, out of retirement. And it got fixed last year, and it's unfixed right now. And they got Dwayne Allen that they picked up in free agency. He's not holding his own as a blocker.
Gronk can't stay healthy. Amendola get nicked. Skip. Now we know why Coach Belichick didn't trade Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, you and I, and we were talking about, you and I have been on this, like, Skip, I don't see any other quarterback starting for the Patriots other than Garoppolo in 2018.
I'm with you on that, but have we seen Tom Brady play at the highest level?
Yeah, he's played.
When he's right,
But I don't know how many more of those hits he can take.
Well, I'm
They're
with you.
They're going to start dialing up the pressure.
So to continue with all the reasons, you bring in Gillislee, and his blitz pickup is hit and miss.
Yes.
And when he misses, he gets hit.
Yes.
And he gets hit hard.
He's a small guy. He's not a big guy. At least Blunt, 250,
He was
can drop
250.
his hip, and you have to go through him.
Yep.
Gillislee, they're going to sit him in Tom Brady's lap.
Yep.
If he's able to get hands on him, most of the time they're going to just swim past him and go right to Tom.
Then the other thing I'm seeing is they fall behind because the defense has been the leakiest defense. Speaking of leaky line, they got a leakier defense.
Yeah.
And now they've thrown so far 195 passes to only 128 runs. Harm's way.
Yeah.
But why? Because you're behind and you got to throw, which leads Tom Brady, who competes as hard as anybody I've ever seen compete. he's trying to play hero too much. So we saw plays against Tampa when he took off running. There was a 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line, and he had Amendola for a second, it looked like, but he's going to play hero. I can run this in the end zone, and he took a shot. And then could we see that play? This was Romo-esque to me against Tampa when he took off running, and he got folded over. You want to talk about harm's way? That is dangerous. Where you get remember Romo at Seattle?
And then you got two bodies on top. Look at this, Skip.
Oh,
that's
God. That's back city.
That's 500 pounds.
Don't have your back.
Yeah.
Because, they've got your back, right? Well, I thought he wasn't going to get up from that, and I'm sure he was a sore young man, sore 40-year-old young man after that play. But the point is, he's trying to do too much because they're just trying to survive. And at this pace, I hate to say it, I got to knock on wood, but you are risking really getting hurt at some point. He's just taking too many shots. Blindside blitz shots when he got stripped.
You know, Skip, we used to get, we got graded, and, I could block the guy or I could put the guy on the ground. Now, I could do my job in TD, get there through there if I stayed up, but I got a plus if I cut him, put him on the ground. Because here's the thing, why he's chasing in the first and third quarters, after I've cut him 3, 4, 5 times, come fourth quarter, guess what? That 5-yard run that TD got, and all of a sudden it's 25. And see, Tom Brady, okay, he's standing in there, he's taking it. Let's see if he's still willing to take these blows come fourth quarter. Because I want him getting up. Hey, you get to him, you fall on it. Hey, bro, you fall on top of him. Let him pull himself up under 600 pounds, 500 pounds.
Time out. I have been told by others who have visited our desk here, who played alongside you, that you were kind of opposed to blocking? Like you were allergic?
Ass thing.
Didn't you have an allergic reaction to blocking?
But here's my thing, Skip. They told me earlier, hey, 84, we're going to need you at the point of attack 2 or 3 times. Okay, I got my mind right, Skip. I got my, knuckle you to do me a couple of push-ups before I go out there, let the tricep, the guns be showing. But most of the time, I was backside. But here's the thing. We're cut back run team. So I had to be where I needed to be. Cut him low.
Didn't see you coming.
And he saw me. I'm right there, Skip. Hey, stay up, man. You got all the muscle.
Borderline cheap shots?
It was legal.
Oh.
I mean, back then.
It was.
It was. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, past tense.
Woo.
So here we came out of offseason. This is what the lesson learned here is, I kept saying throughout the offseason that New England won the Super Bowl and then won the offseason. Because they did.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now what happened? Which is why, if we fast forward into this upcoming NBA season, Golden State, most prohibitive favorite ever. Look out. You never know.
Injuries changes that.
Things happen.
But injuries change the dynamics, Skip. I mean, this is a different team without Edelman.
Okay, so that's, you just hit on it. When you take Julian Edelman's little option routes underneath, away from Tom Brady, how many times could he take a short drop, a 3-step drop, and just bing, bing, bing?
But guess what now? Now that's three-step drop is, and now, boom, that's all
That's what Rex Ryan, when he was the Jets coach, if we can get him to do that one time, we're good.
Take the first, if we can take the first option away. And that's what, D coordinator, take his first option away. Okay, edge rushers, Von Millers and Khalil Macks and Houston's, now you got to get there. And that's what they're doing. Because you can't count on Gronk. I mean, Gronk now he's a week-to-week guy, Skip. He is a phenomenal talent. 6'7", 280, can run, big, strong, physical, but he's a week-to-week guy. You can't say, okay, it's hard for you to go in and build a game plan around him, Skip. And that was the thing that I had to learn. Mike would tell me, he'd say, Shannon, how can I build a game plan around you when you're out at the half or you're out somewhere in the third quarter? I need you to play the whole game. How do you build a game plan around Gronk, Skip, when you don't know if you're going to really have him? Forget the entire game, even for the half of the game.
So what is Tom Brady hearing when he arrives home each night, especially on Sunday nights?
Baby, you sure you want to do this?
What are you doing this to yourself for? Kids are saying, Daddy, why are you doing this? Why this is terrible. Don't do this. And Giselle's saying, we don't really need the money, do we? I think we're okay.
And what's the baby girl? What's the daughter name? I mean, he can't pick up with the left. He like, get on this side, baby. Daddy,
you can't sleep on your shoulder. You got to sleep sitting up, and Yeah. Well,
But he loves to play, and he's going to. And I thought he was beating the system, like keeping Father Time at arm's length, because with his stretching and elongating his muscles and his nutrition. And
When you stretch, Skip, you ain't got 600 pounds when you're back.
no, no.
thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.